tell me this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast.
Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in... It seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 79 yards. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Buccaneers.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Tampa Bay.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacks. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers 3, Bears nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
He was brought down
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield, I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. And now a carry here for their fullback. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up. Because otherwise, this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? Whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people are going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. We'll see how they defend him going forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To number 40. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard.
Complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
13. Bears nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
10 at the 47-yard
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
at the 34-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Patterson on the carry. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears draw a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. But credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Former first-round pick Leonard Floyd is no longer with the Bears, so they signed Robert Quinn to replace him as a sack guy. And Robert Quinn just got one right there. Had 11.5 sacks last year with Dallas, the best since his lone All-Pro season in 2014. And I know the Bears are his fourth team in 4 years after stints with the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. But don't be fooled by that. Robert Quinn still has a lot of juice left in his tank.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early window on Sunday.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tampa Bay.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
There's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal that's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back now at Soldier Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Henry Anderson there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
The 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
3 yards.
23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
By Patrick Chung. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 40.
On play action, they'll throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
10 at the 13-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them?
When you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So now the Bucs down by 15. And time, a huge factor. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And his throw here's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile.